So I'm going to show a mobilisation massage with Sophie, working on her hips. And that's going to mean lifting her leg and moving it around. This is not intended as a full treatment, it's to give you the sense of the process. So I'm going to mobilise to assess, do a bit of massage to relieve any tight muscles that I get a sense of, and then remobilise to see how she is afterwards. So, a leg is quite heavy, and you need to pick up and have 3 points of contact. As I start to bend the knee there, I just hoik the drape through so that Sophie's got a nappy, as it were, covering her groin area, and see how I've got her leg well held against my body, and I'm just going to lean forward, taking knee up towards chest, and a little bit creaky, slightly, so there's a bit of rust in that hip. Makes me think her glutes might be a little bit on the tight side. Let's come across, piriformis, that feels not too bad, and coming out. I suspect that could go a little bit further, so probably glutes and adductors will be the main ones that need a bit of attention. So I'm just going to cover Sophie again before I ask her to turn over. So if you'd like to do that for me, Sophie.
Sure.
Thank you. And wriggle your way up so your head's in the cradle. Thank you. And it's that leg. Always worth checking. So, a bit of focused work into the right glutes and the adductors. Starting to begin with without oil, just getting a feel of what's there. And if this was a treatment, I'd probably want to spend quite a bit longer than I'm going to. This is just to get you the idea. Feeling for the attachment of glute max around the sacrum and the edge of the pelvis. Feeling into the fibres there. How is that feeling, Sophie?
Yeah, good.
Yeah? Could it go a little deeper, perhaps?
Maybe a little.
Okay. How's that?
Yeah, good.
And I think I've probably gone a little bit deeper still, and we're on piriformis, okay? Let's just hold that trigger point in piriformis and just a little bit of easing. How's that, Sophie?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and down we go. So I'm working along the fibres, across the fibres, feeling for points of restriction in the muscle belly, so the trigger points, and also working a bit on the attachment of the glutes, that's medius as well as maximus, around the edge of the pelvis. Generally working the whole area. I'd love to spend a bit longer here, but I'm going to move on for the sake of the demonstration and work a bit on the adductors. And adductors you can work prone or supine along the fibres, across the fibres, good firm tuck in between the legs. Sophie, how's that?
Yeah, that's good. Quite.
Yeah?
Whew.
Bit tender?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm finding again trigger points in the adductors as I just come across the fibres there, and I'm just holding. I'm just holding with a focused pressure. Maybe just a little vibration coming from my ankles to coax those fibres into releasing. Ooh. And again, in a treatment I'd be more thorough. I'm just giving you the sense of how this goes. There's other triggers a little bit further down here as well. Okay, and I'm just going to reassess, see how Sophie's got on. If you'd like to turn over again. And there we go. Pop the bolster up under her knees again, that's fine. And let's just see, after just a short amount of massage, see how her hips are moving now. Again, the nappy drape, knee up to chest, certainly going further. Oh, goodness me. Mm. And a sense of being a little smoother as well. Yeah? So her joint has just eased out a bit. Some of the strain and tension's been taken out. And let's just try with the adductors. Yes, distinctly further. I'm just anchoring the other side of the pelvis and the iliac crest there. Yeah, that's lovely. And see how I've really got Sophie's leg well held against my body. Just a little bit of a stretch down. And as I say, in practice, I probably spend about 3 times that amount of time to work thoroughly with all the muscle groups around the hip, but that gives you a sense of how it works.